Part 4, let's talk about complex sentences. Compound sentences are actually pretty easy. I'm not going to really talk about those because you're basically just taking two sentences and you're linking them with and or but. You know, some simple, but you just diagram two sentences just like you do with the other simple patterns. Complex, it's a little more complicated. We have, in this lesson, we're going to talk about adverb clauses. Okay? Remember that an adverb modifies a verb, and it will always answer one of these questions. So if you have the student handbook for English, I put adjectives and adverbs right across from each other because they're the most confusing for most students. And adverbs answer these questions: how, when, where, how often, or to what extent. And they modify the verb. All right, so I'm looking at this sentence: if you seek God, you will be successful. That sounds like Joshua 1:8, doesn't it? So first of all, you look at this and you say, well, I see a verb here. All right, noun, verb, you seek God. You will be, that's a linking verb, successful. Okay, that's an objective complement, but it is an adjective renaming you. So it looks like I have two sentences here. Here's the thing: because of this word in the beginning, if, that is called a subordinating conjunction, which means that this is like the condition that has to be met. The main sentence is you will be successful, but under what condition? If you seek God. So this answers the question, when will you be successful? Okay? Or you could say, how will you be successful? If you seek God is the condition that has to be met. So what we do is we take the subordinating conjunction, that clause, all right? We put that whole thing in square brackets. And that clause is going to get, I almost said graphed again, it's going to get diagrammed. It does have a subject and a verb, so it's going to kind of look like a sentence, but it's going to tie into this main sentence. So here's the thing: we always start with the main sentence first. So let's draw this line. You will be, because it's a linking verb, we do slanted line, successful. All right. I'm not going to, you see the pattern there, I'm not going to do it again. Now we're going to take this one, put it underneath here. You seek God. Straight up, because this is an action verb. Now here's the thing. In the PACE, and I'm looking at, I think, PACE 1107, they do talk about it in some of the other PACEs as well. What we do now is we use a dotted line to connect the two verbs, and we write this subordinating conjunction on that line. If. Okay? You will be successful if you seek God. All right? So notice how the verbs are being connected because this is an adverb clause modifying that verb. Looking here in PACE 1107, and I think I have one of these on the back. Okay, on page 19 of this, it says diagram an adverb clause under the main clause, dotted line drawn between the verbs of the subordinating conjunction placed on the dotted line. Here they have, after the rain stopped, the sun shone brightly. And so the sun shone is the main sentence, brightly modifies that. And then down here, rain stopped, and then notice after is connecting stopped and shone. So dotted line, the word after goes on that line. So again, the sample of each of these are in this student handbook, that last page in the updated manual. Hopefully that helps you. You have a few to do if you're working in PACE 1107. a few of these. Next video, we'll talk about the adjective clauses.